We're here at the American Academy of Ophthalmology 2023 in San Francisco. And so far, it's been a pretty cool meeting, wouldn't you say, Stephanie?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, so far we've seen Eyecelerator, which has had more than 1,000 attendees. I bet you learned something good there, eh, Stephanie?
I did.
In just a few moments, we're going to be interviewing Stephanie and a lot more interesting people, exhibitors, the whole works. Stay with us. What is one interesting thing you've heard about at AAO so far, for example, at the Eyecelerator meeting?
One of the interesting things I learned was a new punctal plug solution, which is a hydrogel that gets injected into the puncture. That was pretty cool. I'd never even thought of that before.
Stephanie, what's the most pressing issue in ophthalmology today?
I think there are two pressing issues. One of those is driving efficiency in clinics so that we can get high throughput and so that we can see patients quickly when they need our help. But the other thing that I'm really looking at as a pressing issue is also patient experience. So as we generate more efficiencies in clinics, how do we maintain an excellent patient experience? How do we make sure that patients really can access the human side of ophthalmology when they need it the most?
Despite being founded in 1896, the present-day AAO is appealing in new ways to young leaders, some of whom are winning major awards.
I was working on making sure that telemedicine was accessible for individuals across Massachusetts. During the pandemic, it was really the only option for reaching out to patients during the COVID initial onset. But we found out, and we published this in JAMA, that a lot of patients in underserved communities don't have easy access to things like Wi-Fi, computers with visual cameras, and so we needed to find better ways of accessing people in their communities. And as the director of Mass Eye and Ears Emergency Room, we're trying to set up telemedicine so that patients, instead of coming into our busy emergency room, can maybe take care of their issue at home and talk to an ophthalmologist before they come in. And it's a very unique AAO for me. I was the Artemis Award winner this time around. The Young Ophthalmology group was giving out this award, and luckily I was the one to get it. So it was like basically a life-changing experience at AAO this time. There's also, of course, amazing educational opportunities and courses going on too.
Deepfakes are known as deceptive digital images employing AI technology, but some uses are proving medically beneficial.
There's a very interesting study that was done by Jad Asaf where he used deepfake OCTs. You know, when you have these images to study, the images with a vault of less than 250 and more than 1,000, the number of patients you get in those ranges are very low. So how do you get the data to study those as well? So this computer software kind of developed these deepfakes and used that to train the model with, so that it was able to predict whether it is really going to create a problem and things like that. And that, I think, is something that artificial intelligence is really going to change the way we analyze stuff.
While AAO's South Exhibition Hall was dedicated to a lot of mainstream industry, the North Hall was particularly interesting for new player innovations. Here's what we found there.
So this is the world's first digital stereo microscope. You'll find lots of mono digital microscopes, but nothing that delivers a true stereoscopic image. You don't need to wear polarized glasses in order to see the 3D image. It's using a technology that's patented by Vision Engineering, utterly unique. The image quality is fabulous, and the depth perception, you have to see it to believe it. It's really being adopted within ophthalmic training for, in this example, simulated ocular surgery. And in this example over here, we're interfacing it with a slit lamp for slit lamp teaching and co-observation in stereo. So we're in the right spot to show off this new technology. So we're pleased. It's been good.
Vision Engineering certainly has put together a marvel in 3D visualization, which brings me to another engineering company, CX Engineering, a real showstopper. It stopped me, at least, to check out its strabismus diagnosing product, Strabiscan.
So this is the first in the world device which automatically measures the strabismus angle. So basically, our idea, our goal is to change the gold standard and implement it to all the pediatrics doctors, so they use it instead of the cover test, which is much more accurate, faster, and hopefully the kids will be more happy and everyone wins. In general, it's the optics device, so you look inside and all the science is in the background. There's some AI incorporated as well to help with finding the pupil and stuff like that. So
amazing.
It's exciting.
With an estimated 2 to 5% of the entire population facing strabismus, more robust diagnostics are needed. Next up, we saw Dr. He Wei of China's vast and influential He Vision Group.
AAO really gave me a good opportunity to be taught, not only technology, but a lot of other things. The spirit of science, scientists, knowing a lot of international people, and exposure to the most advanced technology, and telling you the future. They are very big digital contents during the meeting. I really feel digital technology not only changing the world, but it also changing the way of changing the world. I guess in the long future, there are more biotechnology coming out, like genomics, phenomics. I think that benefits the society, the industry, the patients.
Dr. He is a special voice from China, and there were special voices all over the AAO, like David Pyatt, the former CEO of Allergan, at the Orbital Foundation fundraiser, along with many other great people there. It was my last Great American Catch-Up of the year, which the AAO always is. Finally, I had the opportunity to sit down for a podcast with Jory AI, which indeed applies AI to the business side of ophthalmology, and specifically things like pre-authorization and claims.
You know, obviously from our perspective, we are in the ophthalmology space here, but we're a technology company. And we're doing something that's revolutionary. We're automating the processes in the billing and collection side of ophthalmology. This is the business side of healthcare, right?
Yeah.
So to bring that money back using advanced automation and help these institutions out is our goal. Awesome. To help struggling doctors who are trying to make their day-to-day, or hospitals that are struggling with their AR and are facing closure, and especially after the pandemic.
Stay tuned for the full podcast at the crossroads of modern media and AI and ophthalmology business on the Jorie AI LinkedIn page.
So Stephanie, what do you call an elevator in the UK?
A lift.
Okay. And we're coming up on an escalator right now. What do you call that in the UK?
We call it an escalator.
Right. Well, that's a wrap here at AAO 2023. We've enjoyed it quite a bit, I'd say, Stephanie. And we're looking forward to AAO 2024 in Chicago. Much more innovation, exhibitors, KOLs galore. We'll see you there, Stephanie.
See you there, Matt.
High five. Now that's American and UK.